yesterday. Then they picked Dust2 against NIP and lost it 16-6. So we still need to see Liquid showing us that this Dust2 pick will be one that's worthwhile for them. We're getting into it. Let's see if Liquid can win their Dust2 this time round.
1x bet odds favoring Liquid coming into the matchup. And Mousesports fighting for the tournament life here at IEM Cologne. They started in the play-in, they looked good, and now the fight down middle straight away. It's Dust2 that takes damage from Frozen, down to 7 HP at the beginning of the round.
Short aggression coming in from the Mousesports side. That means if the long play were to come through, Mousesports would be fully focused on it because they have this advanced position from BMAS. And the flash has just been deployed on long. Mousesports probably will have heard that. They should know that this long play is a possibility. Liquid still have loads of nades to make this push work, though.
Dexter's not committing to anything, right? He's going to peek around the corner, sees a player come around, he can try and rattle off some shots, get that HE in to try and do some damage, and will it reach his opposition? He's waiting for the timing. Players have got so much better now at just using their utility, just waiting to the right point to toss it on in. And there goes Dexter throwing his HE in, and look at the damage he's got out of it, falling down to 26. BMAS in the smoke, players coming in all over the place right now. Rotations in from Mousesports. They need a couple of kills though, and Dexter delivering them. A double kill from him. And now Dust2 and Naf, they're both down so low in HP. 7 and 10, and the bomb's down in the middle of the bomb site. Mousesports just hiding away. They've got so many players ready and available to be called upon to get these shots in. They've doubled up the buddy system coming into play as Stewie. He was damaged at the beginning of the round and he's finished off last for Team Liquid. Mousesports up to a good start. Pistol round is theirs.
Lots of utility for Team Liquid to try and just deliver this bomb to the site, but this counter smoke from Mousesports also helps them a lot. It gives them an extra bit of cover, and if that's a rifle round, you can spam that smoke much more confidently with the AK and try and get people out who are sitting behind that smoke. But with the Glocks, it's really hard to actually get kills through that smoke or on the edge of it, so they can use it as cover, they can use it as another position to play from. That's exactly what Dexter did to get those first 2 kills and shut down the round.
Lee is trying to play through the mid doors itself. Naf getting boosted up into short. Often you look for a bomb plant in this round if you're Team Liquid, and short is generally the position you can get away with it quite often. You just have enough players, you can force the angle off the scout. Generally the scout's not going to come away with kills every single time, so you should be able to overrun it. Try and get a plant out of it. But 2 players through middle from Liquid and right into the waiting arms of Robs. Neutralized on Nuke, and getting off to a good start here. Some easy kills against the pistols. Can start to feed the beast and get the machine that is Robs going, and the rest of the kills in for Mousesports. They don't lose a single player. That's the start you're looking for the CT side. You want to get that money in the bank as quickly as possible, and speaking of, it's a Team Liquid buy straight away.
Solid start for Mousesports, but as you said, Team Liquid buy at the ready. And a big question here is, how are Liquid going to do on a map that they don't have that same level of knowledge on against Mousesports? They haven't got those demos to look at recently from this Mousesports squad, so the anti-stratting may not be there. They're going to have to rely on their own game.
Luckily it is Dust2. You know, you bring that yourself into a map like Dust2 that doesn't really play as much of a factor. You can play your own game quite comfortably, and Grim, he's towards outside of long, but he's been forced back, and now a quick play for the B split. Team Liquid going to send players up the B ramp. It's not even a split because they don't have anybody in the tunnels, and so Robs can actually just focus down into the side, but he hasn't come away with a kill. He's taken out by Naf, and now Elige, he's looking for the cutoff of the rotations, but Frozen is swung on by, and instead it's Grim on the Galil that's taking kills, and finally down to A-Core. They're looking for a couple of picks here. No one's giving them over for Team Liquid, though. Once you've taken that B site, you do everything you can to hold it. For Mousesports, you've now got to figure out, is it even possible to make your retake happen?
Even if those trades on the mid door weren't ideal, they bought that bit of extra time. And now Mousesports are still sticking around, but I don't think they can win this at this point. They're going for it, though.
They're not anymore. They're being forced back. I think they realize, all right, now it is a little unreasonable to stick around, and because of that, they will lose another player. I don't think anybody else is going to be going down, so Liquid will win their first round on the board. And it's an interesting round because you will often see teams when they want to go for that B ramp play, they will often have a player, at least one, in the tunnels, but they didn't have a player there. That was just confidence. They seized an opportunity they thought they had and quickly put pressure on the B bomb site.
And if you just watched the mini-map in that round, you would have seen the way it played out in the macro, where you do see those Mousesports players have to lean towards A. 4 of them were on that A side of the map fully, over towards that A long or A site area. So that early pressure did a lot. Liquid using a lot of nades towards long that drew the attention of Mousesports because there were those smokes up. They knew that there could be a pop through any second. Nice round to start things off from Team Liquid. And now they go back to something slightly more standard. A slower round, looking for the mid control, and they should then, from there, move into short. This is about as standard as you can get.
Yeah, the standard default of Dust2, and once you take this short control, you have so many options available too, especially when you haven't even lost a point of damage, right? This is a really good round start for Team Liquid. Mouse don't really have the utility to fight for control of choke points. They don't really have enough to delay either. They've only got one incendiary left on Dexter. There's not any utility left here other than that.
And they don't have an AWP on the A site, which is what a lot of teams like to use to try and stop these short plays from happening.
Well, there goes that one incendiary. That's going to slow them down for the time being. That one smoke used up is enough to bait out that utility, and now they can throw the rest of the util. Still going to be the short attack in from Team Liquid. They dive down into CT, and Dexter's got a double nearly. Stewie's still alive, and Dexter looking for the kill. Instead, it's Acore, and finally Dexter gets his headshot. Stewie runs right into the AK. Naf and Fallen have to make it work, and out along. Naf is luckily to not get caught there. Fallen's taking damage from the Molotov. And they don't know he's there, though. He slipped on by. Not in time, though, because his teammate's just gone down. And Fallen has a 1 versus 3. Bomb's going to get planted, and Fallen often able to deliver in these clutches. Experience hangs out, but not this time. Frozen with the headshot. The round secured, and Mousesports will take them a third.
That one counter molly from Dexter helps so much on this hold. Liquid had already thrown the smokes in. They couldn't use the pace to their advantage. They had to rely on the nades being successful, but it gave that extra time for Mousesports to be ready on those angles. Both Dexter and Acore aware of exactly how they wanted to coordinate these fights. Dexter, in particular, in CT, spots these players jumping down, and because he's low down, the flashes are less likely to be effective on him, so he's able to get some early success. And then Acore with that AUG in the back lines did have impact too. So I don't hate the idea from Liquid, but they get countered by the nades. And Stewie throwing an early smoke as they move up mid. I guess trying to deny that AWP from seeing through the doors. There's no AWP on the other side right now. It's over on A instead.
A different approach from Acore. You will see a couple of AWPers use this, but not feeling comfortable playing closer up on the ledge. We've seen Zaiwu playing that a couple of days ago quite a bit. Team Liquid starting to walk through the mid doors. Lovely cam path here from the Observer. And it's going to allow Dexter to get his first pick, but he pulled out utility quickly, and because of that, the spacing is so good from Team Liquid, it allows a follow-up kill, but Rops, he's unchecked, he's in this position, he's ready to strike, and Rops often does, a double kill for him, and Grim has got one, but just one. Rops comes in, and death usually follows. 4-1 for Mousesports.
Rops and Frozen locking down the B-bomb site. And you even see on the player cam there, Rops for that final kill just takes a glance over at his teammate's monitor. They don't have to call where that last man is because he can see it on his teammate's screen. He knows exactly where he needs to look. The first 2 kills so well taken though, and then at the end, because he saw his teammate's screen, he knows where to look to get the kill onto Grim. So some early success in that first round from Liquid towards B, but that hold was much more in place for Mousesports. They had more players there, and because of it, they were able to shut it down.
Team Liquid now going for the short play again. In these lower tier buys, you won't really see too many variations unless you feel confident about spawn towards B or long. Generally short is the safe call. They're going to try and flash the AWPer off the angle. They've done that well. Acore blinded, and now Dexter's rifle also blinded. This is worrying because Team Liquid have so many players inside of the site, and now they've found a kill as well. It's Acore down and Dexter trying to get involved. It's going to be the M4 tapping away left to right, but no kills yet for Dexter. Finally gets his opportunity and gets his frag. Liquid start to lose players. Dexter, Bimas, and Frozen recovering this round. And it's just Stewie 2K left with a Glock in behind the smokes. The round is done, but the bomb plant secure for Liquid gives them more money. And Stewie will fall as well. No extra kill for the cherry on top. It is around for Mousesports, but again, money for Liquid now. We're interested to see what they pull out in this gun round.
Definitely got slightly scary for Mousesports when that bomb gets planted and you lose that AWP of A-Core. Liquid really would have loved to have got that AWP into their hands though, and because Dexter just stayed alive close by, he made sure that never happened. Eventually took his chance to get that kill and get them off to the front foot for the retake. Timeout taken by Team Liquid. We have also got that double AWP setup in play for Mouse, which they had in that previous round. They're able to retain both of those snipers into the next. But yet again, nice to see Liquid take one of those early timeouts. Make sure Adren can have some say early in this game, because so far, it's not gone according to plan for them.
It's in particularly important, you know, in terms of getting this gun round going your way. You have to win this to keep up this competitive first half, and that's not the start for Fall. And he's been trying to go for a lot of those quicker picks in the middle, and now the long play needs to work for Liquid. Luckily it has. Naf has found BMAS. Dexter's hanging around though, and he's often around these smokes and these close positions at long. He tries to make the difference, and he's been doing that quite well. And Team Liquid are content with taking that long control, waiting out the smoke, and A-Core's posted.
But Mouse is so aware here. Frozen's pushed all the way into tunnels so they can stack long, aware of the push about to come around the corner. A-Core with the initial kill, and Dexter's still close by. He's going to hear them run away. They're not running away yet, though, and the flash comes through. Dexter able to take the fight to them. 2 kills on the hold. Great play from Dexter. A nice aggressive play through the tunnels to get that info from Frozen, who has now been called out. But at this point, the damage is already done.
It's a fantastic start for Mousesports into Dust2. These gun rounds are not working for Liquid. They're trying for these early picks. They're trying to force the issue on the T side. You see him Fallen running down middle. Then the immediate response when that goes sour is to take the long control. But they've lost so much map control. When you commit heavily into long, you run the risk of losing other parts to the map. And now Elige left in the clutch. He's coming out of long himself, and there is a player down in pit. Elige has a Molotov, and there's a low HP player now spotted, and Elige is not quick enough for the Molly's going to go down. That might just burn away his opposition. But it's going to be a kill onto A-Core, and Elige now stands a chance. Smoke down from Dexter, but through the smoke is down. And now Elige looking to pull out a miracle round. Rops is alive, though. Still with the AWP, and through the smoke with the AWP. It's a kill from Rops. He shuts down Elige's dreams, and around will go Mousesports' way.
You don't always get to see Elige in those clutch scenarios because often he is aggressive on the team, but he's so fun to watch when he's in those clutches. The way he systematically makes sure he takes 1v1 fights in that position is incredibly impressive. He knows that man that's been mollied in pit isn't going to want to swing if he can put that smoke down, so he goes ahead and smokes the corner himself. Make sure he can force a 1v1 fight on the long corner and then go ahead and focus on that pit player. It was a smart way of doing it, but unfortunately for him, Rops was one man too many, and Liquid taking early damage again, but they have got the long control for it.
And A-Core is going to be trying to peer over the top of the smokes for the openings. Rops with his HE is going to soar that over the top of the mid doors, and it hasn't really done a whole lot. Elige's up in towards Catwalk, but he won't get any further because Mousesports have taken that control on the CT side. Oh, BMAS. This is a risky game you're playing, and he goes through the smoke, finds one, and it will just be one because Elige is quick in the reply. Although he did spot the bomb. What's the response here from Team Liquid? They're leaving Stewie down at the mid doors. Rops is holding in case he goes a little too aggressive, and A-Core now posted up with the AWP on short. He's been trying to get these kills. He just spotted ahead and now gets a kill out of it. Grimace down, and Elige now making the difference. Can he do it? Utility from his teammates starts to come in. Smoke's going down as well, and 44 seconds left. Team Liquid look to pressure the A site. They will be able to get a bomb plant.
Bomb plant at the ready with some utility left on some of these players. They have a couple of smokes. Naf is over on long, so it's harder for him to use his, but Elige from the site could use that smoke onto short, and that is where so many Mouse players are coming from.
Yeah, that makes things real difficult now for the CT side. Elige just transitioning his position as well over towards the top of these baskets.
They don't even have a flash.
Yeah.
How can they go through?
I don't think they can. They've just got to go now. It's starting to run on through itself. Smoke going in. Elige holding the ankle. He's just tucking in the corner. Well played from Elige. Double kill out of it. He strikes like a cobra. And now it is all to Stewie. Spraying away with one. Gets it into the 1v1 and the ops drop down. Stewie sees that. Not enough time. And Stewie's won the round. Stewie's got the kill. And Team Liquid with a second.
Lovely work from Elige. He's looking much more like himself here on Dust2. Really, really well played rounds right now. He's getting into great positions. He's out-positioning his opponents and then using that exceptional aim. The spray there was so good. That's definitely one of Elige's strengths. The round was so close, though, that everyone dies. So both buys are somewhat limited here in round 9.
It's been a scrappy affair over the last couple of rounds, and by certainly reflecting that as we get into round 9. And when you watch the play of Stewie, he's down to 51, and now he's out of play. Rops quick to reply with the M4, and the play into the B-bomb site quick from Liquid. It's a good kill for him from Rops, and he's doing a good job at staying alive. Just being alive is a problem in and of itself, because Dexter's starting his flank, and it hasn't resulted in much, but it does bring Naf down to just himself. 1 versus 3 as he switches to the M4. He'll run away into spawn, and the B-site attack didn't really even get going there. It was really solid from Mousesports on the defense, and Naf is all the way back near spawn once he started the round. He's going to go all the way back, and Rops is cutting off the rotation as well. Really good hold there from Mousesports.
Doesn't even have the bomb here. It's trapped on that B site, and Rops is pushing in from behind. Could be a 1v1 fight, but it's not what he's ready for. Rops 12-2, having a fantastic start to this game. And that setup from Mouse was wild. They had no one on A long at the start of that round, even though Liquid have been going long in so many rounds. They focused heavily on mid. Look at how many players are peeking mid here. Dexter was on short. They have players peeking the mid doors. They push and take that mid control, and that's what allows that flank to be so fast. They were all over to B so quickly.
Liquid are fighting on so many fronts. It's difficult when you're coming into the B-bomb site. You've got this idea in your head of how to take the bomb site itself, but with so many players there so quickly, it's very unorthodox to deal with that. So now you're distracted completely. You can't focus your efforts on one attack, and you're just getting picked apart from behind, from the side. It's impossible to really get something out of that for Team Liquid. And for Mousesports, I'm loving that Rops is actually getting involved now, because we talked about the game plan of the first map, Team Liquid neutralizing him, preventing his impact. He's been unleashed on Dust2, and this is where we love to see Rops. When they did play Dust2, Rops was getting some of these incredible performances individually. If Mousesports can continue to squeeze that out of him, this could be real messy for Liquid.
It really does help go to show that a lot of that first map wasn't necessarily Rops playing too badly, but oftentimes just Liquid countering him more than anything. He didn't get many chances. Here comes the play from Elige. Flash not good enough. Frozen able to hold it down early, and now they're stuck in the tunnels behind the smoke. Frozen even gets away on 5 health, and Liquid have to cancel the B play.
Once again, solid initial hold, this time from Frozen. Team Liquid are going up into short. At the front of the attack will be Stewie. They'll get some utility for this attack out, so they might be able to overwhelm and flash off A-Core's AWP. But dealing with the MP9 that's down there as well, good utility, and A-Core, can come away with a kill, and now the pistols might just strike for a little bit of something in this round. Bimas trying his best to take them out, but the bomb plant will be confirmed for Team Liquid. Money in the bank. The round should still be recovered from Mousesports. They're going to try and take down the Tech 9, and they will do that. Now just Stewie's P250, and he'll fall as well. Round picked up from Mousesports. Money for Liquid ain't too bad, though, considering it should have been a full shutdown there.
Man, Mouse are all so low on health at the end of the round. The pistols did good damage. It's just a shame that none of those are converted into kills for Liquid, because it means Mouse can keep the strong economy on their side. We've got the AWP for Fallen, no helmet for him. He chooses the nades instead. And we also have the SG for Naf. I've seen a couple of players pick this up recently. Tabson's been one of them who's found a lot of success on it.
I've seen Dexter Glass SGing for some reason, you know, no armor, just picking up the SG. Rops trying to get this early mid pick. Naf trying to challenge the AWP in middle itself. Fallen's been real quiet so far on Dust2, and he was a really good player for them over on Nuke, right? He was finding a lot of impact, so kind of worrying to see him so quiet. Good peek out, good timing as well there from BMAS, but couldn't come away with a kill. he's going to have to fall away.
Man, Mouse are chucking a lot of aggression at Liquid right now. And that's not common from your CT side of Dust2. Most teams really struggle to find ways to push, find ways to take information. Oftentimes that's one of the criticisms of the map. So seeing Mouse go for these aggressive plays has been pretty cool so far. They've done a really good job at denying Liquid a lot of those mid plays that Liquid were trying to go for earlier on in the half. Sometimes with just one player running down mid, Mouse would have many players ready to fight him. And now Liquid have gone back to some more standard rounds to try and get them some rounds on the board. They could really do with winning this one here. 43 seconds remaining. They still have some nades at the ready into the A site.
Well, they come out long. Again. Yeah, it's this late utility they're being able to save for Mousesports. Dexter is just causing so many problems, and again, BMAS, they've got to clear him in this corner. Naf comes around, good headshot. That opens things up, and now Grim's AK getting something done. Naf goes again, and Acor's op is neutralized. Liquid finally have the A site, and they finally got another round.
This time they are able to beat that counter utility, and a lot of it comes down to getting that long kill. It's such a shame that BMAS has the Galil there. If he has a better rifle, maybe even an AK, for example, he could have a much better chance at getting that early kill in an incredibly important position. But the Galil not able to step up to the task this time on what was a very committed angle. The other thing that's unfortunate about that for BMAS is I'm sure he would have liked to have switched back to Pit that late in the round, but he's in such a committed angle that it's just too big of a risk to do that. So he decides he has to just stick to that position, because if he could just survive on long for a while, that might be enough for his teammates on the site to fight off short, and then they could focus on those long fights. But instead, he goes down so soon that they get wrapped from both sides, and it's impossible to hold that.
Especially when you're on the AWP of A-Core, right? You can't turn and twist and get those kills quickly. Good entries from Naf, though, to hard check the angle. That's exactly what you were saying, being able to get that kill out towards the AWP of A-Core. But we're here in round 12, and Liquid have got to be able to replicate that. The problem is Mousesports have got so much money, so they're able to buy again. We'll run out if they lose this round, and a great start from Fallen. Again, has been quiet, but that's a great opening. He's been searching for those openings quite a bit in towards middle. He's finally got it.
This time it's A-Core who's caught off guard. Not even being boosted there, so didn't seem too ready for the potential play. Here comes BMAS, but it's so hard to get those kills with the M4. Elige is sitting on Xbox, so only his head's showing, and even when you hit the headshot, it's hard to hit that double dink you need.
Especially at this level, right, where the headshots come in very quickly from both sides. That AK is going to out-duel you quicker. Fallen, he's found another kill in the round. Rops is down, and Dexter and Frozen, they're left alone, and this is much more like it from Team Liquid. I think this is what they've been wanting to do from the beginning of the round, but look at this from Dexter. He's got through the fire. Finally, they'll spot him, and that is the problem. Elige with a good position, and now he is all unfrozen, and they've got the read that he's going to be on B, so they're going to fully drop back. Missed shot from Fallen, and that does allow Frozen to stick around for a little bit longer, but Fallen with a 3K. Really good round from him. He opens it up, he closes it out, and Team Liquid add another to the board.
Really good to see Liquid getting some of those rounds on the board, as you were saying, because I'm sure some Team Liquid fans would have been having flashbacks to yesterday, where they picked that Dust2, they lose it 16-6 against NIP. That actually came with them getting 6 rounds on their T side, though, and then they got shut out in the second half. So we still got to see Liquid come through on that CT side, which was a problem for them yesterday. But that would start by getting some T rounds on the board, and they should be getting a 5th round here. As long as everything is right in the world, 5 USPs should not be winning this one.
Yeah, they looked like they wanted to go for that long explosion, trying to catch off. If Team Liquid tried to go for that, they had the counter flashes ready. The stack was about to swing into them, but no signs that that play is going to come in from Team Liquid. In fact, it's just a default round for them. They'll leave Naf holding long, and the rest taking some control up towards short, leaving Grim on his own in the B tunnels. Stewie through the mid doors. Very vocal in the round out. We see a switch back to Cologne now. He's taking the reins away from Fallen once again. think Team Liquid have always kind of struggled with figuring out who is going to in-game lead the team, right? For such a long time, Nitro picked up the reins, and it's been a bit of a tussle and jostle between a couple of players for this team, and I think they're trying to find the sweet spot with Stewie. Elige was saying that Fallen is a leader that likes to call from outside the round and let them figure out what's happening inside the round. Stewie's all about micromanaging. Very good at it. And Elige, he's been found. It's going to be an AK down up towards short, but the B-bomb site has been taken for Team Liquid. Can confirm the plant, confirm the round here. And Fallen, okay, right through the box at CT has found the head of Degster. But it's all about just getting the AK for Robs. Oh.
Ouch. The USP doing a lot of damage there onto Naf, who will now look to get away safely. As you were saying though, Rops on the AK could be a very promising treat for Mousesports into the next round, considering he is 14 for 3. Whenever he's been taking fights, he's generally been winning them. He's been playing on that B site fairly frequently. BMAS there caught out. These kills not making a massive difference though. It's Liquid up to 5. Let's see what that AK can do, and let's see what this buy looks like for Mouse. They're happy to take a timeout ahead of this one.
It's a good opportunity to try and limit the amount of rounds Team Liquid pick up in this first half. As you said, the CT side yesterday was less than inspiring. So if you can limit the success in this first half, you'll be feeling much more comfortable. And if anybody is just tuning in and wondering what is on the line here, it's elimination for either Mousesports or Team Liquid at the end of this best of 3. Team Liquid lead by 1 map, and Mousesports have it all to do here on Dust2. They are in the lead at the moment, but Team Liquid coming quickly back into things. Mousesports haven't got the AWP on the CT side in this round.
BMAS at least picking up 1 defuse kit, which is oftentimes important on Dust2. Those bomb plants can come through on A quite easily when the Ts go for those executes. So it's nice to have at least 1 of those kits in play as we get back into the action. Rops has been playing B in a lot of rounds. 14 kills for him. He wants to get more involved in this one. Over on long, Mousesports have that early control. BMAS with another chance to push up close. Mousesports had this same position in the previous round though, and weren't able to win with it.
It was because BMAS wasn't in the pit. He couldn't delay long enough, so we'll see if he can do that in this one. Team Liquid taking that short control. Naf is a little deeper than he has usually been in these defaults though, right? He's been sitting outside of Longhouse towards Car. This time he's actually inside of the Longhouse, and if he goes out there, he's got 2 players he's got to take down, A-Core and BMAS. A little bit of a different setup, but much more pressure on Dexter for the short execute if it does come through, but they've dropped back and they're going into long. This is why Naf is further up. Good chance here for A-Core and BMAS. Try and shut down this long attack between them. A-Core's taking a tighter angle. BMAS at the ready, and now the spray comes through, lining them up, fully blinded. Fallen's flash gets them out alive, and Naf is just so good on those entries. He tears them to pieces, and now Dexter looking out towards long. He's found 1 onto Naf. The reply is there, but Fallen again coming in for Team Liquid. Rops with that AK stiff from the previous round has got to do a lot of work with it. He starts to go through the smoke, and now the bomb getting tossed over. He hears them. He knows they're right in front of him, but he can't really find his opportunity. Eventually, that smoke will start to fade away, and a really good shot from Frozen. There's still a chance here. Rops is yet to be unveiled. The secret weapon, their biggest player, and he's down. Grim with a headshot. Frozen now back in CT spawn, and the round for Team Liquid has gone onto the board. It's 6 now locked in for the North American side.
Slightly surprised to see BMAS peek into the long doors like that. It looked like the setup from Mousesports was going to be that crossfire with the 2 rifles on towards long, but BMAS peeks into the long door and gives away the one-on-one fight. Those are some nice shots from Frozen, even if they won't make a massive difference. Stewie keeps him in at the end. I just wonder whether that's a round where A-Core and BMAS are 2 players who are maybe not the most experienced, maybe not as vocal. One of them there, I think, needs to be calling, let's just keep this tight. Let's keep this crossfire going, because if BMAS peeks and gives away the fight, instantly it's just so much more difficult for A-Core to lock that down.
Definitely. But look at this round. Stewie and
Oh
Grim
boy.
with the auto snipers. We've seen them come through a couple of times, and here comes the spam. Trying to get some damage out of it, and somehow they've avoided it. Frozen's got big cojones jumping across there, just while the spam's coming through. It doesn't take any damage from it. Now peeking into tunnels as well. Frozen's feeling confident.
I think he was hoping they wouldn't expect him to be there with 3 autos spamming mid, so he was just seeing if he could catch someone off guard. But quite quickly, they made themselves known, so Frozen goes ahead and plays safe.
Oh, I thought he was going to spam there for a second. Molotov goes in instead. Effective in getting ropes out of the position. Double setup in towards short. This is often very strong. AWP peeks down, swing out, takes one shot. You have the rifle, the SMG close by. Can often dish out a couple of kills into these default takes, and it's all about whether or not Mousesports can get it done. There's 2 players here this time, though. It's a really strong CT setup, but look at the Molotov. That creates problems. That starts to separate them out and turn them into 1v1s. And Elige, he's got away with a double. The perfect way at taking down that setup in towards short. Just a piece of utility, and Elige crushes them. Now BMAS, the 3rd player here in the position. And he's only away with 1. Stewie 2K this time with a quick reply, and Rops realizes, now we need to take some risks. Now we need to take some initiative. And Rops pushes through those mid doors for the kill. Utility starting to come in for the cross. They still have a smoke if needed, but Naf does not want to cross. Instead, the bomb gets planted for the post plant, and he's going into pit. The play from Rob starts to come out long, and Naf has a good position for this. Still got that utility for the late round. And if he gets a kill on the Robs, that should be it now. Frozen's on 10 HP. Last round of the half coming in for Team Liquid, unless Frozen can pull this off. And this would be unbelievable if he even gets anywhere near close to the bomb site. Spotted, done damage onto Stewie. They're just playing with him, toying with him, and the flash is in as well. It's 7.5. It is Mousesports who lead, but a comeback from Team Liquid. We'll see if they can eliminate and send Mousesports packing in the second half. Join us after the break. Apologies for the lack of countdown, but tech issues do happen and machines can crash. That's why humans are better, and we're hopping right into a game of Counter-Strike being played by 5 humans on each side. It's going to be Mousesports leading the way 8-7 as they come into a must-win Dust2, but Team Liquid finished strong, and that is worrying. And now they're looking to start strong in the second half as well. Stewie going for some early fights. Up towards top middle, he's taken down Frozen, a flash going in as well, and Stewie's not stopping. Elsewhere, though, Elise has been brought down, and we're in a 4v4.
Pure confidence on display, but the trades keep on coming. It's Fallen who hits that long-range headshot, and now we get back to a more standard spot for both teams. The problem for Liquid is they have no one on the A site, and they're just going to push through mid. Oh, Rops hears him.
Yeah, he hears all that noise. And now the bomb going up into the A site. A-Court, he's the man carrying that, and he'll be trying to get it onto the site. But a quick play here from Naf. He's over trying to take them out of play, but Rops has found Fallen, and now Naf is looking for more action. Rops is down in middle, and Naf has had enough of his pesky nuisance in this round, and Rops is going to get away. Bomb is planted for Mouse, and they hold this man advantage. They still have the kit on the back of Naf, and he's not done. He wants a kill. He wants to get forward. Grim is taking damage, and Grim goes down as well. And much needed pistol round for Mouse, and they win it convincingly.
Rops is just such an annoying player to deal with, such a nuisance in that position. He's so good at getting that bit of information that makes him know exactly where the opponents are, exactly what sort of setup he needs to counter. And because of that, you see him in a position there where he knows exactly what fights are coming at him. So he can, ahead of time, think of how he wants to approach it, how he wants to take those fights. As soon as he finds Fallen, he knows he can focus on top mid and then short. And now Rops getting aggressive early in this one. He's past the molly. The jump peaks have meant that Liquid have spotted him, so they can back away. This is something we do see more of from Rops nowadays. Going in first for the team, taking those early fights for the squad. He may only have 5 deaths right now, but here on this T side, he will be a more advanced player for them. And nice shot from A-Court early. Fallen not given a chance there.
Yeah, A-Court can often get you a lot of these kills in the scout. He can give you a lot of highlight moments, important frags, and especially in this kind of round, you can't really afford to lose to the Deagles, and we know it's a possibility when you're going up against a team that have the skill like Liquid. That's your favorite skin, Alex. Did you know that on the AUG, it's your least favorite skin in the game, but did you know it was on so many weapons in this game now?
I didn't. It looks like it might be slightly different on that UMP.
Slightly better. Well, Lee's just going to come through with a deagle, and he's going to try and get some body shots out of it, but they missed. He's done well, and now it's Stewie's turn. He's doing well to get one. He's still a bit of a nuisance inside of the smoke here, but they haven't figured out how to remove Stewie. He's persistent. He's difficult, and Stewie's still here now alongside Grim. He's doing damage through the smokes. Finally, Stewie taken down, and Grim at Grandal. Well, Grim's going to get himself a headshot. Naf as well has lined it up, and suddenly there's a chance here for Mousesports. Bomb plant starting to come in, and Dexter looking to secure it, but he's low in HP, and that means just one shot from the Deagle's enough. But unfortunately for Grim, that one shot did not come through, and now Naf is looking for the clutch. He's picked up an AK, but it has to drift into the open, and because of that, A-Core Scout is in the waiting arms. Well done for Dexter there not to give away those fights, just staying alive, allowing A-Core to focus on the long fight. It will be around for Mousesports, and nearly stolen away there.
So close for Liquid. That's the shot from A-Court early, which opens it all up. Then he closes it with that easy one onto Naf, who was just trying to gun it onto the site. Can't blame him for trying it. He knew that A-Court had the scout, so may just try and play for the bomb. But instead, he takes the fight and wins it for his team. And this is somewhat scary, Dinko. I was saying earlier, Liquid yesterday weren't able to win a single CT round against NIP on Dust2. Got to hope that changes here, but it won't be changing in this round. They've only got the USPs, and this one's already over.
Rops jumping across the doorway. Frozen looking down into middle. Good kills from Rops, and Frozen with a little tap up into short as well. Just Stewie 2K. Left alone with the USP. He's stuck down in towards CT. Rops getting money out of it, surely at this point. Takes a little longer than expected, but the headshot does land. And now 11-7 for Mousesports. The woes for Liquid on their Dust2 defeat yesterday did come on this CT side, Hawker.
They could really do with just getting this early round here to make sure they're not in that same position where they might not win a single CT Dust2 round so far at the whole tournament. on 2 attempts.
Now that would be, I don't know, that would be kind of impressive, to be honest, in a way. Acorn is going to be looking for the jumping players to get across to B, and his teammates are going quite heavily into the tunnels. 3 players started their round over here for Mousesports, but with the bomb back in spawn, it's not going to be a hit into the B site. It's actually just going to be a walk down into the tunnels, and a little bit of pressure deployed onto Elige. He's taken off the angle and forced back into a more passive stance. Because of that, Mousesports can just take some of this control into mid, take some breathing room, and they can maintain a lot of this utility. Bomb is coming back over to B. Naf is trying to duel out through the smoke. He's taking some damage, not significant, and that is much more significant. Right through the smoke, Robs hits the headshot, Naf is down, and now they're just going to go on that. They look like they're going to go for the B split, and Robs has just come through the smoke, a headshot on a Stewie. Oh, Robs, that is disgusting.
Robs has been beasting on that B site so far throughout this game. He's so good on that B side of the map, and he shows it here on the T side, lining up that early kill, then just going for it as he runs into the site itself. 21-6. The most kills on the server and the least deaths by some distance.
Yeah, Robs has had enough. You know, he was silenced on the first map, right? He was completely neutered. He had a muzzle on, but now he's been set free and he is hunting down Team Liquid. He's looking so good right now. Mousesports are on the prowl, trying to find this AWP, trying to get rid of Fallen. He's going to be under a lot of pressure. Triple peek into his position. And luckily, he's going to get back into pit. And he also has Elige backing him up. Flashes go through, but Mars not able to find any of those angles. But this is that kill that starts it all off. Robs immediately gets that, and that's kind of like the go sign, right? That's the gun off your marks and ready to go, because Robs has decided the round's going to start now.
And then on that second kill, the player who was on B tried to focus on the mid side, was hoping he could shut down that side of the push first. I didn't realize that Robs would just be so quick on the aggression. Back into this one, but BMAS gets the first kill while blind, and he somehow stays alive in this corner.
I don't know how long he's going to be alive, but as soon as I say that, BMAS coming in with a lightning fast headshot onto Elige. How can you get away with that? Finally, taken down by Grim. 4v3, Team Liquid down a player, and Mousesports looking to try and steam ahead to 13 rounds. Stewie's under pressure, holding the B-bomb site, only gets away with 1. And the nemesis of Robs continues to be a big issue. Another kill for him, and Fallen starting to back away from the B-bomb site. This one's done. Mousesports, 13 rounds locked in. Once again, Team Liquid on the save call. This is getting a little worrying now for Team Liquid, because they are going into this Dust2. They seem to be confident in it. It must be going well in practice, and they must have counted down yesterday's performance as just a bad day. But again, the CT side off to a pretty terrible start.
It is concerning seeing these Dust2 picks be so far fairly poor for Liquid. As you said, elimination on the line here. But Mousesports want to make sure that doesn't happen for them on this map. They've got a 13-7 lead. Not much to say other than BMAS overperforming massively.
I want to see this shot.
Headshot.
Oh, what?
Okay,
that's one bullet through the side of the smoke. Okay, BMAS, that's legal.
I mean, he knew he needed a headshot. He was on 3 health. So he just decided, hey, 1 bullet it'll do.
That's nuts. Timeout for Liquid, and they're pretty much nearly out of those. 1 remaining. Double op setup. They're going deep into the strat book now. They're really pulling out what they can. Stewie and Fallen, 2 very capable oppers, of course. This could be a way into the round for Liquid. Maybe their first Dust2 CT round here at Cologne.
Yeah, you can't go 2 map picks with no CT rounds won, can you?
I mean,
they're close to it right now.
Who knows? Team Liquid. Gotta change that fact. They're going for a short play. Fallen. Oh, he came off it. He hasn't got into that position. The initial idea for Liquid has been fumbled, but Elige has got that short control, and Acorn has been burnt away. Grim throwing the Molotov. Acorn sits in the fire a little too long. Must be boiling hot water from Liquid.
5v4 for Liquid. Their best opportunity yet to get their first CT round. Stewie going back to B, leaving mid open briefly, but Naf will take stead in that position. Mouse begin to move into short. Fallen's been forced away from the angle. The nade looks good, but it doesn't go far enough. Just doing a tiny bit of damage onto 2 players. Though the M4 may now be a one-shot headshot on Dexter and Frozen. Could be close to it.
Yeah, they're using out quite a bit of utility, just preventing this short control. It's just delaying it, really. And now comes the attack of Mouse. Util going in. They've got to neutralize Fallen here. They've got to get rid of the AWPer, and they do that immediately. Frozen in with a headshot, but it's Elige that's second in command. He's waiting with the M4 at the bottom of the ramp, and the swing out from Frozen. Elige has got the kill. Now he's looking for more, but he's delayed them long enough. He's made this uncomfortable. Mal's looking for the bomb plant finally, and Elige is taken down through the smoke by Rops. Grim's got a good position at long, but needs kills now. 3v3. There he goes up into the site. B-Mass peeking into him. Grim goes down. Nav now holding into CT, and again, it is Rops with the kill. Stewie's alone, and Dexter with a headshot. It starts so well for Liquid, but again, yet to post a CT round here in Cologne.
Rops is playing ridiculously well right now. 24-6. I'll keep pointing out that stat line because it keeps getting better and better for Mousesports. This time having a good round as the bomb is moving in towards the A site. Not opening up the round for his team, but getting into a position where he could get kills that make a massive difference. And for a second there, I thought Acor was going to land a shot on the cross, but doesn't land it this time. Liquid not with much to work with in this round, and so they'll try and take some risks, but B-Mass shuts down Elige early.
Yeah, that's the thing about risks. Sometimes they don't work out. In fact, most of the time they don't work out. And Frozen, he's going to find the follow-up. It's Stewie, Fallen, and Grim left in the 3 versus 5. Fallen, the only player with a significant weapon in play. He's going to be up into short, knowing that the pressure really is on his shoulders if anything is going to come out of the round. Rops has got through this B lurk smoke, and oh, Stewie might just go down quickly here. Rops finds him. And now for Team Liquid, the AWPer Fallen will start to push short, and it has found Dexter. But for Mouse, they know where the only dangerous player is, and that is in mid. They're going to send the bomb out long. Flank from Grim, who now has an AK, has been spotted out, and Rops with a headshot at long range. It's on to Fallen. Bomb's still looking to go towards A right now, and Fallen's dropped back into the A site. Acor is going to consider dropping back, and that is the call from the side. 40 seconds. Fallen had come over to the right position, but at the right time, Mouse changed it up. And Fallen might just find the back of Rops, he will, but that confirms the position of the AWPer.
And so that bomb will find safe passage onto the B-bomb site, and B-Mass may just have the kill in his back pocket. Fallen is looking behind him. B-Mass doesn't want to drop down and give away an unnecessary fight. Now he looks for it, but Fallen's actually found a safe spot.
How's he not?
Oh, okay.
We made a little step. Fallen. He's going to be looking for him. And B-Mass will find the kill. 15-7. Mousesports are about to win Dust2, which is Team Liquid's map pick, and they're still yet to win a defensive round. This is definitely not how Team Liquid wanted this to go, and a double-up setup for Naf and Fallen.
I think B-Master's teammate might have called it at the end there, because they had a little smile to each other. With the 15-7 lead. Liquid, you've got to get at least one CT round, just so that we don't have the stat of you not winning any CT rounds on your picks. Come on, boys, let's get it together. Fallen and Naf on the AWPs. They've got to fall by, and they've got to stop Rops right now. He's been unbelievable.
Yeah, unleashed, unchanged. The beast is on Dust2. He's over towards B at the moment. Naf is going to throw that smoke deep in towards the tunnels, and Rops is held in behind it. 26-7. An unbelievable scoreline. And Acor, he's got this mid-angle that AWP posted up. They're going to force Grim away. He was trying to force the issue in towards the longhouse, but Molotov will keep him at bay for the meantime. Looks to test Fallen. Good flash. That's going to get him off.
Back to the site he goes with a molly in his possession. Liquid have stacked 3 on B in this round. maybe as a response to all the success Rops had been having here. The nade does land. Rops down to 67 health. They've left the bomb outside the B tunnels, and so with 44 seconds remaining, it looks more and more likely it will be this B play, and Liquid will have the chance to spring into action with this three-man stack.
It's got a hold now. It really does. 30 seconds left. Mousesports start their play. Grim's come out long and found BMS, but it's all about the B play. It's all about the play into B. Stewie's got one, but Dexter's doubled up. And at least through the window needs to find a kill. He's been able to pick it up. Dexter's gone down. Bomb's been recovered and frozen, now running to the site. Elise trying to peer, but the Molotov's going to force him into the angle of the AWP, but Acor hasn't been able to take the kill. And keep eyes on Grim because the flank is coming in. He's right behind them. And Acor, he's looking for it, and he's found the kill. It's now fallen Elise, who need to get back in through the doorways. And Frozen is now alone because Elise has found his teammate, and Frozen has spotted him coming through the doorway, and then finally, Team Liquid get around on the CT side.
Elige having to do a lot of the heavy lifting there. Having that third player on the B side of the map made such a big difference. And Elige played that one really well, realizing it was in a 3v3 because of some brilliant shots from Dexter, so he needed to just get one kill from window and sit back and wait for the rotate. And he did exactly that. As soon as he got the kill, he sits back. He gets a little lucky when he gets mollied out that Acor misses that opportunity to hit him with the AWP. But then he comes back in with his teammates and is able to use his teammates to help trade them out, to help get those trade frags through. They push together. They finally win on that CT side. 8 rounds for Liquid. They still need 7 more just to take us to overtime.
Well, Frozen's going to go into mid. He's going to try and open things up here for Mousesports, but all he finds is a mouthful of lead.
Elige is getting into it now. But Mousesports still going into this B side of the map.
They're going through the smoke, and Stewie unaffected by the flash, and that second one is perfect. Stewie at the back of the site has no idea, and finally peeks up. He finds the bomb, and then through the smoke, he'll find his final. It's Team Liquid with the 9th round.
How does that not say it's through the smoke in the kill feed? Val, fix that, please.
I have no idea.
It's a weird one, but Liquid won't care about that. They'll be happy with the round. Nice work from Stewie, who just doesn't ever panic here. As soon as he hears the flashes, he knows they could be running out onto the B site, but he also knows if he just crouches at that back position, he can just take a bit of time before setting up those kills, setting up those fights. And Mouse have to take a timeout now because Liquid are finally making them think here.
They want to put a stop to this. They want to turn off the tap before it gets flowing. Team Liquid have definitely had a little bit of adrenaline pumped into them over the last couple of rounds. But Mousesports, it's been working so easily for them on this T side that now they have to figure out how do you get around the first obstacle. They only need 1 round here on Dust2, and they've got plenty of opportunities to get that. It has to be flawless from Team Liquid just to force us to overtime.
Couple of mollies on long from Liquid should help them take that early control. A third incendiary. I think BMAS just communicated to his teammates. They threw 3 mollies on long. So Mouse have a bit more freedom to make some moves elsewhere. Naf with this AWP commits to the B bomb site. Now starting to have a look at short. They should know it's fairly unlikely that there are any Liquid players here with that heavy long stack early, but they will still molly just in case. Now they have that short control, they open up their options.
Elige is going to be under a lot of pressure. He has got Fallen out towards long to help him once the short attack comes in. But Mousesports have been very good at the utility, getting Fallen away from this angle. They're slowing it down again, but here comes the attack. The flashes are going up. The secondary smoke starts to come through just at the right time, and Fallen's out of position. Again, eyes on Elige. This has to be a good hold from him, and he's got a double kill. Elige just dropped the bomb. Frozen and Dexter both out of play. He looks to hold with an iron hold, but finally Elige is taken down, but the rest of his teammates are getting kills, and Team Liquid with a strong, strong hold.
And it's another fantastic flashbang from Fallen. I talked about his ability with the utility previously. It's not some crazy flash lineup. It's just a solid flash thrown towards the wall. Elige can play close to the wall, so he's never going to be blinded. and it's just a really well-timed flashbang from Fallen. And I think that's what he's so good at, just quickly on the fly, making that decision, realizing he needs to help his teammates with the flashbang. Nothing too fancy, but solid work, solid team play coming in. And Rops will be mollied off that angle, so no pick for that AWP, which should now go back into the hands of Acore. It's not been easy for Liquid this. They've had a lot of gun rounds to go up against. If they win this one though, there might be a chance to finally break Mousesports' bank, and that'll be a great thing to do so late in the game.
Yeah, it's been a war of just trying to get all the money out of them. It's like a door salesman, right? It's just trying to turn up, taking money away from you. Minute left on the clock. Utility goes down onto Frozen. Good nade, landing upon him. 55 seconds, and Mousesports really slowing this one down, but it looks like they're just going to go for the same kind of round. This time throwing the lurk smoke into tunnels. Looks like it was going to be a play for Naf to try and cause problems there. He throws a counter of smoke alongside some utility. It looks to be the B split now for Mouse. But that B tunnels play is gone, and now Stewie and Elise, they're going to try and hold for the crossfire. In fact, Stewie's going to peek into them. Only one kill, and now Elise stepping up. He gets a second on the Molotov. A double kill from the fire. And now Naf's looking to strike, but it's a missed shot on the A-core. This could be done. Fallen and Grim looking to make it happen. And through the smoke, Fallen not too far off. He's landing damage on A-core, but the AWP gets away. He's into the B site, and now it's a retake job for Team Liquid.
They do have nades, but they might not be ready for Rops.
Look at his position. Rops has been so good so far, but it's not impeccable this time. He gets away with one, and now Fallen in the 1v1 up against A-core. He's aware of the position, but A-core could have changed it up at this point. Fallen's worried about the positioning of A-core. The AK up against the AWP in the clutch, and A-core's holding the doorway. Comes down to the timing, whether he looks the wrong way, and now going back. Fallen's not catching any of the angles. Finally, he's going to move forward into the site, but he has no idea where A-core could be, and he's starting to limit those positions, but the time is certainly limited now for Fallen. He spots out the AWP, but the time is taking long, and Fallen's got the kill, but is there enough time on the defuse? He's going to have to stick it. He feels like he's got it. It's going to be down close, but it's through for Liquid. 10 on the board, now up to 11.
Oh, I'm sure Liquid fans were clenching right there. They were concerned when Fallen was taking so long. But Fallen knows he has loads of time to just slowly clear out all those angles. He does a really good job at using all the time available to him. He heard Acore getting hit by that molly initially, so he realized Acore was likely close by, but then also realized there's a chance he could have repositioned. So he has to go ahead and look at both sides. And even though he missed that initial opportunity, made up for it with just 5 bullets left in the clip. Stays calm under pressing circumstances. And now, even with the bomb plant, there are 1 or 2 players who are slightly shortchanged on the Mousesports side. Dexter in particular could only afford the AK with no nades. It should still be good enough to buy, but it could limit Mouse somewhat here. And actually, they want the full buy, so they go ahead and go for a half investment, wanting to make sure they have the AWP and they have the full nades. That gives Liquid a nice opportunity to get up to 12.
Look how much utility Team Liquid are using into as long early. They throw 2 Molotovs down there. That leaves them with just 1 on the defense. That's going to be in the hands of Elige. Stewie trying to spray through the tunnels early. He's done damage, but look at this. They often try and get through that smoke, but they're ready for that kind of play now. I think Rops has kind of pushed the limit on that. I think you can only get a few moments out of that before Team Liquid start to be aware of your antics, and Rops has challenged it a few too many times. So this time, Team Liquid ready for it. I don't mind the risk being taken into this kind of round for Mouse, though. It hasn't worked out, but that will. Really good boost over the top of the smoke, and Acore with a headshot on the Stewie.
And now Liquid have to respond to that. Elige can't go and play on A. He'll have to come over to make sure he has a chance to help on B if required. Not many nades left for Liquid. As you pointed out, they've used a lot of their utility on that early long control, and that allows Fallen to post up on that car on towards short. He only has 1 angle to focus on, but Fallen with that AWP has to hit some shots here.
They've got a flash at the ready. In fact, 2 are at the ready. Fallen's going to be blinded by 1. He lands the leg shot on Frozen. Not the kill yet. Oh, he's getting flashed again. Fallen's unable to deliver impact, but Elige will. He's quickly in behind them. Grim's rifle as well, finding success for Liquid. And Mao's looking to try and get this bomb planted, but the shot's starting to come through, and it's cleaned up for Liquid. No bomb plant is even allowed for Mousesports. And now 3 rounds away from overtime.
Good comeback here from Liquid, and if Fallen isn't going to hit shots or hit kills on the hold, the thing he needs to do, which he did, is at least just stay alive and buy that bit of time. Especially because, as the push was coming into A, Elige was actually already moving through the mid doors for the flank. So I think Fallen realized, I don't need to just hard fight this. I can wait for that flank to come in, and that should be a really good way to get involved in this one. Flash through the mid doors, now forced away. Frozen taking some early aggression up into cap.
And Naf going to try and see what he can find through the CT smoke. He'll go and peeking into middle. Naf doesn't see much, but that's because he missed the timing. In fact, Mouse do have players in towards short. Dexter and Frozen at the front of the pack, and the flash goes through. Fallen's going to be blinded yet again. He's not having much luck with these duels of the AWP, constantly having to fall back. But great utility usage from Mouse, really limiting his impact.
Elige is in Goose here for Liquid, so it's not that same setup where Fallen's just holding and trying to stop for the cross. And this setup worked really well previously for Liquid when Fallen flashed for his teammate Elige, who got the 2 kills. Liquid also have that man on long again in Grim, so Elige can stay fully focused on short.
And Fallen's going to hold that one flashbang he still has in his hands as well, so keep note of that. It could be an identical round of Elige, but they're going to throw the Goose Molotov, and that's going to force Elige into the open. They've countered that position, they've countered that setup, and now it really is on Fallen to start delivering some impact with his AWP. Now he needs kills, and he's not going to find it. Frozen and Acor coming in with kills, and it's all crumbling here for Team Liquid. Mousesports look to try and survive elimination and send us to a 3rd map. Flashes go through. Stewie trying to keep the comeback alive. He's the only player left, and he goes down as well. 16-12 for Mousesports. They survive elimination on map number 2, and we've got to go to a 3rd to decide who's going